Hi everybody, evening, welcome. Nice to have you all here, and I hope everybody is doing really, really well. It's been a nice weekend, although not so nice today. Very, very rainy. I got completely drenched when I went to the shops earlier. But yeah, apart from that, it's been nice, and I think it's going to be quite a rainy week ahead. But all the better to be singing on a Sunday evening. So thanks for tuning in, and yeah, I hope you're ready for a bit of a sing. As usual, we're going to start with a little warm-up, just to ease ourselves in. Wherever you are, feel free to join in however is most comfortable. And if you're already warmed up, then by all means sit tight for 5 minutes before we start our singing. But I'm going to start just with a little bit of shaking it out. The hands, elbows, shoulders. And then head round slowly. And slowly back the other way. Great. And then shoulders round. And back the other way as well. And just a quick pat down. Up into the arms. Shaking it all out again. And falling into a good singing position. So feet approximately shoulder width apart. And knees nice and loose so you can sort of bounce around a bit. And taking a big breath through your nose. And out really fast. And another big breath in. And this time breathing out slowly. And one more big breath in. And this time out with a big sigh. And we're just going to do some lip trills. So, a lip trill is just kind of buzzing your lips, so a type sound. It's a bit embarrassing if you're in a house with lots of people, but embrace the embarrassment. It goes just from low to high. And each time we're going to push it a little bit higher. And now pushing right to the top of your range. And hopefully that's embarrassing enough. Let's just do a little bit of humming. So can we do a and I want you to focus the hum on your lips so you feel that buzzing sensation. 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to do the same thing, but I want you to focus the sound behind your nose so you get a real kind of nasally, bit more twangy sound. Almost like an NG rather than an MM. 3, 4. So it's not such a nice sound, that one. Step it up to and back to the buzzing on the lips. 3, 4. Same note to an NG. 3, 4. And last variation. Back to the lip buzz. 3, 4. Behind the nose. 3, 4. Great. Let's get started and do some singing. So, thank you for being here. Really nice to see you all. I always look forward to our Sunday evening sessions. If you haven't done one of these before, the only thing you need to know is that underneath the video in the description box you'll find a link to the lyrics, and down the right hand side, if you're logged into YouTube, there's a chat window where you can send messages throughout the video, and then I can read them all back at the end. So do jump in the chat section and say hello, because it's really nice to know who is here week on week. And what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, Couch Chorus is, the whole idea behind this is just to keep us all singing while we're in lockdown, and gradually as lockdown is slowly lifting, I'm still keeping going, and will do until choirs are back. And each week we sing a different song, and tonight's song is a song called If I Can Help Somebody, which was suggested by Catherine, and is a really great suggestion, so thank you, Catherine. I've really enjoyed putting this one together. It's a lovely song. Some of you may know of it, some of you may not. Either way, it's great, and there's an amazing recording by Mahalia Jackson, which I really recommend looking up. You can find it on YouTube, Spotify, anywhere, and it's really just an amazing recording, and a real inspiration. So, This week I am going to teach it in 4 parts, but most of it I'm going to ask us to sing in unison, and then when we get to the chorus I'm going to break us into 4 parts. Yeah, the tune is just so nice that it's felt such a shame for people to be humming and oohing behind it. So I'm going to teach the tune for all of us, and then there's a little bit of harmony later on. In fact, I might play you a little bit of what I've recorded already, so you can get a feel for it. It goes something like this. What key are we in? Hold on. If I can... Okay, it goes... If I can help somebody as I pass along, if I can lift somebody with a word or song, if I can stop somebody from doing wrong, then my living shall not be in vain. And then we're into the chorus, which we'll get to in a second. So, as you can hear, it's a big tune with a big range. So it might be, if you're at home slouched on the sofa, this might be one you want to stand up for, just to get that support so we can really reach into those top notes. It doesn't matter whether you're a soprano, alto, tenor, bass. I think this tune is just about in reach for all of those parts. A little bit high perhaps for basses and altos, and in places a little bit low for sopranos and tenors. But hopefully somewhere in the middle there are some bits that everybody can join in with, because it is such a nice sweeping tune. So lots of the phrases have the same shape. I'll sing you the first one. It goes... If I can help somebody as I pass along. And perhaps I should have told you actually that we're counting in 3. So the whole thing is 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. But within that, there's that kind of slightly bluesy jet, 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 jet. So every beat has its own 3 as well. So the first, if I can, feels really lazy because it's on those 3. So it goes 1, 2, da 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 da. So 1, 2. If I can help somebody as I pass along. And all of the phrases want to be just a little bit lazy and a little bit behind the beat. Let's try that phrase together. After 2, 1, 2. If I can help somebody as I pass along. Second phrase has a really similar shape and starts the same. If I can lift somebody with a word or song. So it's only in the second half that's different. With a word or song. Let's try that. So 1, 2, 3. With a word or song. Hold of the second phrase, if I can lift. After 2, 1, 2. If I can lift somebody with a word or song. Then, back to the shape of the first phrase. If I can stop somebody from doing wrong. So that's a little bit tricky at the end. Doing wrong. Let's just try doing wrong. 2, 3. Doing wrong. And now the whole phrase, if I can stop. After 2, 1, 2. If I can stop somebody from doing wrong. Then we've got, then my living shall not be in vain. So even though all of those notes in the last phrase land on the beat, it still wants to be kind of lazy and a bit more playful, so it's not totally strict. I'll do it one more time. It goes 1, 2. Then my living shall not be in vain. Together, 1, 2, 3. Then my living shall not be in vain. Great. Let's try all 4 of those phrases. I won't bring the track in this time. We'll do it once without, just so you can hear them really clearly, and then I'll do it again with the track behind. So, if I can... Let me just check we're in the same place, actually. We are. So, after 2, and 1, 2. If I can help somebody as I pass along, if I can lift somebody with a word or song, if I can stop somebody from doing wrong, then my living shall not be in vain. Should we do that one more time? Every phrase has a slightly different ending, which is why it's a bit confusing. Let's go one last time. After 2, 1, 2. If I can help somebody as I pass along, if I can lift somebody with a word or song, if I can stop somebody from doing wrong, then my living shall not be in vain. Should we try it with the track, so you can hear what happens around it? And the only thing is, some of the phrases now, once you can hear the chords behind them, you can take your time with them a little bit more, because you'll hear the track moves around a little bit, so it's not totally strict time. Here we go, after 2, and 1, 2. If I can help somebody as I pass along, if I can lift somebody with a word or song, if I can stop somebody from doing wrong, then my living shall not be in vain. Hopefully everybody managed to work out where everything fell into place. And the place where there's the biggest let up in terms of speed is the if I can stop somebody from doing wrong. You can definitely take your time there before we get to the then my living. Let's do it one more time just because those chords are so nice. If I can, after 2, and 1, 2. If I can help somebody as I pass along, if I can lift somebody with a word or song, if I can stop somebody from doing wrong, then my living shall not be in vain. Then we branch into the chorus, So at this point, we're going to split into harmony parts, and there are soprano, alto, tenor, bass, as usual on previous weeks. If you are someone who's not used to singing in a choir and don't know what those words mean, just jump on whichever part feels right, depending on where your voice sits. It really doesn't matter, it's totally up to you. So don't worry if harmony singing isn't your thing, just pick whichever part feels right for you. And we'll build it up. So, in fact, what I might do is do what we've done one more time, sing it through, and then just play it to you so you can hear the full thing before I teach those harmony parts. Because it sort of makes sense with a bit more context. And I realise that this song perhaps isn't quite as well known as some of the other ones I've done week on week. So I'll go back to the beginning and just play it from the top. After 2, if I can, 1, 2. If I can help somebody as I pass along, if I can lift somebody with a word or song, if I can stop somebody from doing wrong, then my living shall not be in vain. My living shall not be in vain. No, my living shall not be in vain. If I can help somebody as I sing this song, you know my living shall not be in vain. And that's all there is to it. So you'll hear for my living shall not be in vain the first time, everybody goes to the words. And for that first phrase, everybody sings the same thing, which is my living shall not be in vain. Or my living, up there, whichever one feels right. Or even my, if you're really ambitious, but I'm not going to sing up there. I'll do it one more time. So it goes 1, 2. My living shall not be in vain. Let's have a go after 2. 1, 2. My living shall not be in vain. Then, if you want to sing the tune, you then take a big breath and come in after the first beat. But all harmony parts, or people who want to learn a harmony part, land on beat 1. So I'll do the tune first. So you've got my living shall not be in vain. No, my living. So you've got that gap before No, my living. So I'll do the second phrase now. My living shall not be in vain. No, my living shall not be in vain. So nice part for an alto, that. No, my living shall not be in vain. After 1, 2, 3, 1. No, my living shall not be in vain. Which then joins back up to, if I can help somebody as I sing this song. So that's a nasty interval, that last one. Sing this song. Just try that. 1, 2, three. Sing this song. And then it links up to the phrase we had pretty much before. You know my living shall not be in vain. So let me try the tune from the chorus. So we've got my living shall not be in vain. No, my living shall not be in vain. If I can help somebody as I sing this song, you know my living shall not be in vain. Before I teach the harmony parts, let's do the tune all the way through, right back to the beginning, all the way through, so you can hear it, how the whole thing comes together. And for now, even if you want to learn a harmony part for those couple of lines, I'd encourage everybody to join in all the way through, just so you can hear the structure and get a sense of familiarity. So back to the top. If I can, and 1, 2. If I can help somebody as I pass along, if I can lift somebody with a word or song, if I can stop somebody from doing wrong, then my living shall not be in vain. My living shall not be in vain. No, my living shall not be in vain. If I can help somebody as I sing this song, you know my living shall not be in vain. Quite long phrases, aren't they? The biggest challenge with the tune part, I think, is remembering the different endings. Particularly that last one is a real catch. Sing this song. We will do it a couple more times later, so it will definitely sink in. But I want to get onto those harmony parts. So, I'm going to teach the bass part next. So bass is from My Living Shall Not Be in Vain. First phrase is the same. You do my living shall not be in vain. No, my living shall not be in vain. That second phrase I'll do one more time. No, my living shall not be in vain. Let's try. No, after 3. 1, 2, 3. No, my living shall not be in vain. And really fading away at the end. So those two phrases together. First phrase in unison goes 1, 2. My living shall not be in vain. No, my living shall not be in vain. Then back to the tune. If I can help somebody. So I'll do it one more time, basses. My 1, 2. My living shall not be in vain. No, my living shall not be in vain. Back to the tune. If I can help. Tenors. Same idea. My living shall not be in vain. No, my living shall not be in vain. So you get the really bluesy ending. Let's do that in chunks because that's a tricky part. Let's first of all just do vain. Three. Sorry, after 3, 2, 3. Vain. Great, and now we'll do no, my living shall not be in vain. No, 1, 2, 3. No, my living shall not be in vain. Really small climb at the end. Last time. No, 2, 3. No, my living shall not be in vain. Let's see if we can just do the tenor and bass, those two parts together, before I put the alto and the tune back in. It means I've got to play it from the beginning, but when we get to that bit, I will stop all the other parts and we'll just hear the tenors and basses. So from the top, we'll all sing the tune, and then when we get to the chorus, just park your harmony parts and leave the tenors and basses to hear it once through on its own. So from the top, we've got somebody as I pass along. If I can lift somebody with a word or song, if I can stop somebody from doing wrong, then my living will not be in vain. My just tenors and basses shall not be in vain. No, my living shall not be in vain. And then we're back into the if I can. I will now do the same thing with the alto part. So, my living shall not be in vain. Then you get a really scrunchy note here. So you're going to do no, my living shall not be in vain. So not loads on its own, but with the other parts it's quite bluesy. I'll just do it one more time. No, my living shall not be in vain. After 3, 1, 2, 3. No, my living shall not be in vain. So that comes after my living shall not be in vain. No, my living shall not. Living shall not be in vain. I was getting a bit confused there. So let's try that part through once from the beginning. So I'll do exactly as I did before and drop out the other parts when we get to the chorus. Here it comes from the top. If I can help pass along, if I can lift somebody with a word or song, if I can stop somebody from doing wrong, then my living shall not be in vain. Just the altos. My living shall not be in vain. No, my living shall not be in vain. If I can help. Then we're back to our tune. So that's all of our harmony parts. So let's try and get everybody up to there, and then all of us join back onto the tune for if I can help somebody as I sing this song, which is the one with a really tricky interval, and then back to you know my living shall not be in vain, with a really long last note. So let's try and do all harmony parts from the beginning all the way through to the end, and I'll shout out when we break into harmony and then when we go back into unison. And I say this every week for people that tune in regularly, but if not, if any of those harmony parts, it felt like I was moving a bit too quickly, or you want another run, you can actually rewind this video in real time. So you can just have a quick refresh of any of those parts if you want to, or watch it again at the end, entirely up to you. But it's slightly tricky for me to know how people are getting on with you not being in the same room, which obviously is devastating, and I'm very much looking forward to singing together again in real life, whenever that may be. But for now, let's go back to the beginning and sing it through. Here we go. If I can, after 2, 1, 2. If I can help somebody as I pass along, if I can lift somebody with a word or song, if I can stop somebody from doing wrong, then my living shall not be in vain. So here we're breaking into harmony. My living shall not be in vain. Harmony parts. No, my living shall not be in vain. Everybody back on the tune. If I can help somebody as I sing this song, you know my living shall not be in vain. And that's all there is to it. I hope you agree that it's a really, really nice one and feels very right for the moment that we're in, especially after so many years of political, what's the right word? Turmoil, I want to say. You know, it's a nice song about, I guess, looking out for each other. Let's sing it one more time from the beginning, all the way through, now that we know what's coming, and enjoy those harmonies. When we get there, that should be the strongest bit, so really, really sing out. And as I said before, with all of those phrases in the opening bit and in the end section, you can really stretch the timing and kind of put some of your own personality in there as well. I find myself leaning towards an American accent, which is kind of annoying me because I want to sing it with my own voice, but it's very tempting. So however you feel you want to sing it is right. Don't let that stop you. Here we go, one more time from the top. If I can, after 2, 1, 2. If I can help somebody as I pass along, if I can lift somebody with a word or song, if I can stop somebody from doing wrong, then my living shall not be in vain. My living shall not be in vain. No, my living shall not be in vain. If I can help somebody as I sing this song, you know my living shall not be in vain. There we go, there we have it. I'd like to sing it one more time before we finish because it's such a nice one. But just before we do, a massive thank you for tuning in today, and I hope you're all keeping well. I know these are strange times we find ourselves in. As I said earlier, I'm going to try and keep this going for as long as we're in lockdown. I might take a little break over the summer. We'll see how it goes. If there's another, I might also be able to, if I decide to take a break over the summer, I might be able to pre-record one or something like that. So I'll try and keep it going every week if I can. But yeah, I'm planning to hopefully get a week off at some point. And I don't know quite when that's going to fall. So I'll keep posted about that. And I've got some good songs lined up for the weeks ahead. So keep coming back. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, I've still open to suggestions, so do please let me know if you've got songs which you think speak to the moment that we're in, because there's been a bit of a theme with all of these songs in terms of like trying to reflect the situation we find ourselves in. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's see what one was. Oh, the other thing is, if you've enjoyed this session, I've left a link underneath to something called Buy Me a Coffee, where you can help support this project. But yeah, don't feel any pressure at all. Great, let's do some more singing to finish. So one more time, all the way through. Yeah, and I suppose with this one, if there's anything you want to add, any harmonies that you're hearing yourself, you know, it's quite rich, so there are lots of notes you can add here and there. I'd say follow your ear, trust yourself, and yeah, add in anything you like to make it your own. We'll do it twice through this time, so when we get to the end, we'll just go straight back to the beginning and sing it all again. Here we go. If I can, after 2, 1, 2. If I can help somebody as I pass along, if I can lift somebody with a word or song, if I can stop somebody from doing wrong, then my living shall not be in vain. My living shall not be in vain. No. living shall not be in vain. If I can help somebody as I pass along, if I can lift somebody with a word or song, if I can stop somebody from doing wrong, then my living shall not be in vain. My living shall not be in vain. No, my living shall not be in vain. If I can help somebody as I sing this song, you know my living shall not be in vain. There we have it. Thank you very much, everybody. Really nice to sing with you on this Sunday evening. I hope you've enjoyed that song. I think it's a really, really special one, and I've really enjoyed getting to know it this week. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Have a great week. Take good care of yourselves. Hopefully we get some sunshine later in the week, but I know the next few days are going to be a bit rainy. But yeah, take care. Have a good week, and see you all next time. Da, da, da.